Welcome back to Switcher South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today you guys join me in a vehicle that I've been looking forward to for so long. I am currently in Namibia for the next generation all new Ranger Raptor. I've been looking forward to this vehicle. It's been 6 months in waiting since I received the invitation for this launch, and finally it has happened. I'm here. I've driven the car for quite some time now. I've done 1,600 Ks, so I do know a bit about the car in terms of driving. I'm still yet to go through the whole infotainment system, digital cluster, and I'm gonna save that for my official full review when I have the car on test. But today I'm telling you about the car itself in terms of the drive. I'm gonna do, because we're going to the dunes, but I'm gonna shoot the dunes tomorrow, so don't be surprised when we wear different clothes. So I'm gonna shoot tomorrow at the dunes. You will see that. I'll speak about the car from the outside and all of that, but for now I'm gonna tell you about the car inside, the power, how it feels, and the different drive modes, right? So this car off the bat is not a 2-liter turbo diesel anymore. It's a 3-liter V6 turbo petrol producing 292 kilowatts and 583 newton meters of torque. And looking at the V6 diesel of the Wildtrak, that produces 600 newton meters of torque. So when I heard that this one produces less than that, immediately off the bat, immediately I thought, I'm like, wow, this has less torque. So I thought it would be not underpowered, but I didn't think it would give me the push, you know. But actually, the car, that torque is enough. The 292 kilowatts is enough. It gets you to illegal speeds very quickly. So the car is quite quick, and the exhaust note as well. Speaking about the exhaust note, there's 4. There's quiet, there's normal, there's sport, then there's Baja mode. Baja mode in this vehicle, you use it when you're off-roading, like when we go off-roading or sand or whatever. So at the dunes, we're going to be in Baja mode, and that's when the anti-lag kicks in. What is anti-lag? Anti-lag is where foot flats, let's say you're driving the vehicle foot flat and you let off. On any vehicle, when you let off, the turbo stops spooling. So when you get back on the accelerator, it will lag a bit and then kick up again. With this one, the anti-lag prevents all of that. So you can accelerate, let off, then the turbo will keep spooling, keep boosting for like 3 seconds, so that when you get back on the accelerator, it's power again. So I'm gonna experience that at the dunes. Hopefully I'll be able to explain that. And now I'm telling you about the car itself, how it drives. So I'm currently in normal mode. The car handles so well. I'm doing 131 cruise control. Adaptive. Here's another thing. Adaptive cruise control is a feature in this one. So in the previous one, you didn't have adaptive cruise control because of that front bumper. So that front bumper eliminated the sensors that Ford had to put in front for this vehicle. But in this one, it has that. So I like that about the car. The power, how does it feel? It feels insane. You put your foot down, it gives you power when you want it. The exhaust note is insane. So I'm gonna just disengage cruise control for a bit. I'm in normal mode. I'm gonna put it in sport mode so you guys can hear. And I think that's why you guys are here for that. You guys wanna hear the vehicle. I'm gonna put it in manual, drop a gear, drop another gear. It's a 10-speed automatic, by the way. So that's how I say drop a gear, drop a gear. I'm in gear 5. I'm gonna pull gear 5. There we go. Then that's 6. That's 7. That's 8. So the gear shifts are quite quick. You upshift, it shifts for you quickly. And another thing that I like that they've kept from the previous generation is that when in manual mode, the vehicle will not change for you, no matter what. I'm in gear 10 right now. I'm doing 125. If I put my foot down, the car won't automatically jump to the correct gear. So foot down, it's pulling with gear 10. It's pulling gear 10. Like you can hear the droning. You can hear it. It's pulling with gear 10. So other vehicles will downshift to the right gear and upshift for you. This one doesn't upshift for you, and I'm gonna show you that it doesn't upshift for you. So let me just drop to the correct gear, gear 5. I'm gonna pull gear 5. Hopefully I have enough space. Here's my hand. Then there's the limiter. Then I must change myself. So I like that about the vehicle. Ford really went all out of the vehicle. It sounds insane. The different modes, man. Like another thing, when you're off-roading, because we do a lot of gravel road, you can customize it. So the steering wheel has normal, comfort, and sport. You can put the steering wheel in sport. With what I do, I put the steering wheel in sport, and then the exhaust note. If I'm off-roading, quiet actually, because even in quiet mode, it does tend to sound a bit loud from the outside. Inside, it's a bit dumbed down. And then the dampers, you can put them in normal, sport, and off-road. And there's a huge difference when they're in sport and in off-road. When they're in normal mode, when you're on gravel road, the car tends to play around a bit more. Then in off-road, it handles much better. So in the previous generation, I drove that vehicle in two-wheel drive 99.9% of the time, because it was underpowered, if I should say, compared to this. It was very underpowered. So for down in that, you get traction, it hooks, the car doesn't step out or anything like that. With this vehicle, when we left for our time where it was raining and they told us put the car in 4 auto, and I did that. When I'm like, you know what, let me just try something. When I put the car into two-wheel drive, foot down, the car stepped out, and I'm like, you know what, here I'm risking my life. You know, so I'm still yet to gain the confidence in this vehicle, because it's still launch. I don't have the car on test, so I need to be taking care of the vehicle. So I don't want to do things that are not within my reach. So I'll first see once how things are, the dunes, get to know the car a bit more, and then maybe I'll become a bit more playful. As I'm speaking to you guys right now, I'm doing the review in 4 auto. So the car has 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, and 4A. 4A is 4 auto, so it decides to send the power to the front, to the back, all those type of things. So the car is quite quick. It does step out when it needs to, and on normal roads like this, handles quite good. Fuel efficiency. So if you buy this vehicle, you do not care about fuel efficiency. Price wise, I do not know the price. I'll put the price in the description box below, because we're driving to the official launch. The official launch is tomorrow, so I'll know the price tomorrow. I'll put the price in the link, or I'll be putting it on screen right now. But I'm thinking around 1.3 million rand or so. If you can spend over $1 million on a vehicle, you don't care about fuel efficiency. And as well, if you're buying a V6 turbo petrol 292 kilowatt bakkie, you shouldn't be caring about fuel efficiency, you know. So, but just for the sake, so you guys are watching for the sake of watching the review, to tell you fuel efficiency, I don't know what the claim is. We're gonna learn that all of that tomorrow. But I've seen the lowest I went was a 13.1. That's the lowest I've went. Utsile, who's in front of me, his lowest, he said he saw around 11. And then Kumbi was just slightly ahead. His lowest, if I'm not mistaken, if he's watching this, he will correct me in the description box. I think he said 10.9. And I do believe that, because it's about all how you drive. Because in the previous one, people would say they would see 10, 11. And when I was doing my economy test, I did 8.1 in that one. So I do believe you can go very low in this one. So, but at most, right now I'm averaging 16.0. At most, you'll be pushing around 16. And yeah, what you guys are hearing now is, because we're in a convoy, so there's walkie-talkies in the car telling us whether to overtake, don't overtake, there's something on the left, right, all of that. But I've told you about the car, the infotainment system, digital cluster, all of that. I'll cover that in my full review. I can't cover that here, because if I do that, it's going to eliminate the purpose of me having the car on test. So from Switch South Africa, no, actually this is not the end of it, because I'm still going to go to the dunes. So let's accelerate to the dunes, and I'll see you there. Drop the last gear, pull for you guys. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. You get to ridiculous speeds very quickly, and that's 120. So yeah, thank you. Let's go to the dunes, and then I think I'll wrap it up over there. Sharp.
Okay guys, we will get going.
Clear.
Remember, if your vehicle was switched off there, you have to go back to sand mode to try by turning the dial clockwise.
Still set.
Can you let me know when you ask a mic? Doors off to mic. Yeah.
Sounds like a G80.
That's fine. You're doing good. Keep it going.
So yeah, you guys saw my review, you guys saw the doings a bit. So yeah, thank you for actually watching. I hope you guys can see me. I don't think you can, but I hope you can hear me. I don't think you can because there's wind as well, but I hope you guys like the content. And yeah, tell me what you think about the car and the price. You guys saw the price. It was literally 200,000 rand cheaper than what I thought. They really caught me off guard there for the big guys. This car's gonna sell at that price. So as you see me now, I'm just walking to my flight back home to South Africa. So drove to Namibia, flying back to South Africa. And yeah, I hope you guys like content. Remember, buy my caps. I'll put all the details in the description box below, and I hope to see you in the next one. What is the next one? I don't know, but you'll see it here. I hope the wind is not winding and you guys can hear me, but yeah, easy.